Welcome to the third lesson of this course Services Marketing with a Practical Approach. My name is Dr. Biplab Datta and these are my contact details. So, you can call me or write to me about the course after you have gone through it, and I will be very happy to respond to your feedback. So, we see the third lesson, which is about the service system. So, here there are two topics, the service system and the serve-function system. So, what is a system? A system can be described as a black box in which a transformation activity performs on an input to produce an output. So, it is basically a black box and there is an input to the black box and then there is an output. So, that black box and the input and output can be all together called a system. So, you see the service system is somewhat like this. There is a Servicescape. The Servicescape is the place in which the service is provided. So, it can be a theater or it can be a restaurant room or it can be a classroom. So, that is the Servicescape. Now, in that Servicescape there is an input of customer's possessions. So, both the customer as well as his possessions come as an input. So, maybe a person's car has broken down. So, he is coming to the service arena with the broken down car, with the damaged car, and he is entering the Servicescape. Now, here there is the servers and customers time and resources which also get into the process as an input. So, the server gives some time and spends some resources on the broken down car, and the customer also gives some time and resources, and together all this goes as an input to the process. Now, the process is a transformation process where the needs are fulfilled. So, some transformation is done to fulfill the needs and to meet some expectations. Now, needs may be that the car is properly rectified and serviced, and the expectations are that it is handled with care and it is given to the customer in such a way that the customer feels satisfied or delighted. And then once this process is over, the product, the customer's possessions, that come out as an output. So, there is a buy service or a waste service. So, just like a transportation service, say customer moves from one place to another. So, the transformation process is that of taking the customer from one point A to another point B. Now, while the customer is traveling in a bus or something, then he looks out of the window and he gets a kinesthetic experience. So, that experience is a buy service which the customer had not thought about, or neither has the customer paid about for it, but the customer gets that service free of cost. So, that is a buy service. And also there might be a service waste, that means the customer gets a service which is not useful for him. For example, if these classes are not useful, then it would be a wastage of time and money. So, that becomes a waste service. Then the service or the customer's possessions, they come out of the Servicescape as an output. So, output are of three types. There could be new products, there could be transformed possessions, and there could be an experience. So, the like when you study in a college, you get some books from the college. So, those are the new products. Transformed possessions means that your mind gets updated about the information that is provided in the college. You are trained in something. So, that is a transformed possession, and while you are getting trained with these transformed possessions, you also get an experience. So, two service providers may provide the same transformed possessions, but in one case they handle your positions with lot of care, and in other case they do not handle. So your experience in the first service provider, experience with the first service provider is very good, whereas it is not so good with the next service provider. So this is the output. Now in this Servicescape, the Servicescape has some ambience and some facility. So ambience is the sum total of the atmosphere which is there within the Servicescape, whether it is too hot or too cold, or whether it is comfortable. So that is the ambience. And then there is the facility, that means the tools and equipment which are kept there, whether they are clean and tidy and things like that. So that is the facility. Now when the customer comes to the Servicescape, he provides some feed forward. That means he tells the service provider what he needs. So these are the what he needs, and the expectations, that means how these needs are to be met. So these are the feed forward. And then when the service is provided, and also during the provision of the service, during the process, the customer may give some feedback, and those feedback may be of a volunteer type. That means the customer can volunteer to give the feedback, or the customer would be requested to give that feedback. So that is the feed forward and the feedback system. Now beyond the Servicescape, there is the service environment. Now this environment may be extra organizational, that is beyond the organization, and some environment may be within the organization. So this is the organizational environment. So this whole thing is a model of the service system. So this helps one to analyze the service provided and the service received in a way by which one can diagnose what is the problem with the service, and why the service could not be provided in a certain manner, or it could be used to assess services provided by a service provider in terms of its components. So that is the use of the service system. Now there can be several transformation processes. The transformation process may be of the following types. Like they are of the 9 types. That is, first type is exchange. That means trading and barter services are examples of the exchange services. It may be informational, that is investigation and communication services. These are informational in nature. There could be intellectual services like training and education service. This is intellectual. Then there can be locomotion services like transport and travel services. They help people to move from one place to another. There could be physical services like repair and remodeling services. Then there could be beauty and healthcare services as part of the physiological service. There could be counseling and entertainment services as part of psychological services. There could be special services like experience of ambience and location, museum, art galleries, movies, etc., which provide special services. So you have to visit that space and your mind gets transformed in that space. And then there could be temporal services like parking, leasing, hiring, or storage services, where your the customer's goods are kept for some time and the customer can take those at a later point in time. So it is only during that time that the service is provided, and safe keeping of the goods are assured. So these are the 9 types of transformation processes, and these transformation processes are in the form of services. So this is another example of a transformation service system. So here the input is that of the customers and family or friends, and then the server and the customer's time and vehicle, these are used to provide these come as an input to the process. The process is that of transportation. So this is the need, the what kind of what kind of process. So, what this transportation helps to satisfy the need of the customer. Then the process is that of a comfortable journey. So, this is how of that process, that means how is the transportation done, and so this is the in the form of comfortable journey for the recipient of the service. So, how is the transportation provided? It is provided in a comfortable manner. So, this is the part of the expectations from that service, and then the service moves on to the output. So, the customer reaches the destination, that is the output. Also, the customer has a kinesthetic experience. So, these two are the outputs of the service system. And then there is the buy service, that means the kinesthetic experience, the experience that the customer gets as part of the service which is not paying. And then there is the service waste, this is the unused seats. So, those seats which have not been used in the bus or in the train, these are the waste, service waste. Then there is the feed forward. So, the customer tells the service provider what he needs. So, he has to travel to the destination. So, he tells the service provider where is the destination, where he wants to go, and he also has the expectations which he may not tell the service provider, but he still expects a safe and comfortable journey. So, these have to be fed forward to the service provider, and then there is the feedback which may be volunteered. So, the customer would tell the service provider, like he is traveling in a car, and he would say that he would tell the driver that he wants to get there fast, or he might say that I am not in a hurry, so you please slow down the movement of the vehicle. And he may also give feedback about the route that has to be taken by the taxi. And also the service provider might request the customer to tell him what he or she exactly needs, so that he is able to provide this service better to the service provider. This is all provided in an ambience which is the Servicescape, and there the facility of the vehicle, the office and the station are there. So, this is the Servicescape. And then there is the environment. So, extra organizational environment is the road or the quality of the road, which is important for the customer to have a comfortable journey. If the road quality is poor, the customer cannot have a comfortable journey. And the organizational environment, where the culture of the drivers and the conductors, these are part of the organizational environment, the environment of the service provider. So, this is a transportation service system, and when this service is provided to the customer, it can be analyzed as to what which parts of the service is doing well, and which parts of the service are not so good. So, which have to be better taken care of. Similarly, the model of cafe coffee service is also given here. Here the input is again customer, friend and family, and the time and the raw materials, cutlery, menu, these are provided by the server. And the process is to make the coffee, food and comfortable ambience. So, coffee and food are the needs of the customer, and the comfortable ambience is the expectation of the customer. Then there is the buy service or waste, and then there is the output in the form of coffee or food, comfort and interaction with friends and family as what the customer expects from the service. The feed forward is the menu items required, and the expectation is the courtesy with which these items are provided to the service provider to the customer. And the feedback, that is the customer gives the feedback that the product, that the food was sweet or more very sweet, etc. It was warm, or it was warm enough, or it was cold, etc. And this feedback may be later requested also from the customer. So, sometimes the customer volunteers this feedback, and sometimes he is requested about this feedback. And then there is the environment, which is the extra organizational, that means beyond this Servicescape, there is the environment, and the environment might be a environment which the customer dislikes. It might be raining outside, so the customer do not like the external environment, so he feels bored or jittery or whatever. And then there is the organizational environment, that is basically the culture of the organization, whether the organization provides a soothing culture, a safe culture, a courteous culture to the customer or not. So, that is the organizational environment. Then we come to the serve-function system. So, this serve-function system was written about by Igler and Langrian, Bateson, Lovelock and Igler in 1977 and 81 respectively, and the constituents are the Servicescape, which is visible, the contact personnel or service providers, that is also visible, other customers who are also visible, but the organization and systems which are invisible. This is the serve-function system. So, this serve-function system is a service as a performance, is understood as service as a performance. So, Lovelock, Wirtz and Chatterjee have written about it in 2010. Grove, Fisk and John have written about it in 2000. So, here the service operations are the front stage and the back stage, where inputs are processed and service elements are created, and it includes facilities, equipment and personnel. The service delivery is in the front stage, where final assembly of service elements takes place and the service is delivered to the customers. It includes customer interactions with operations and other customers. So, these are the front stage service delivery. And then there is the front stage service marketing. So, this includes service delivery as above and all other contacts between the service firm and the customers, like advertising, billing, web support, participation in market research studies, etc. So, these are the front stage service delivery and marketing, and the front stage and back stage service operations. So, the service marketing system for a high contact service, which is given by Lovelock, Wirtz and Chatterjee in 2010. So, here we see that there are three parts: the service operation system, the service delivery system and other contact points. So, the service operation system, there is a technical core which is in the backstage and is invisible. So, a lot of computers etc. would be running at the backstage, and then there is the front stage which is visible to the service provider, and so that consists of the interior and exterior facilities like the parking facilities, the lawns and gardens outside, and the interior facilities like the air conditioners, the chairs and tables etc., which are in the which are indoor. Then there are the equipments which are used in the service scape, and then there are the service people, that means people who provide the service. Then the customer is actually in the interface of the service operation system and the service delivery system. So, there in the service delivery part there are other customers also who are enjoying the service along with the customer, and other contact points for the customer are the advertising, sales calls, market research surveys etc. So, there are several other contact points, word of mouth. So, these are the contact points for the customer. So, the point is that for a high contact service there is a lot of contact points, and the service has to be provided in an immaculate manner at every contact point, so that the customer is not only satisfied, but also delighted with the service. Then we have the service marketing system for a low contact service. So, here again Lovelock, Wirtz and Chatterjee has written about that in their book. So, here the service operation systems are the technical core which is in the backstage and which is invisible to the customer, but what is visible to the customer are in the front stage like the mail, the self-service equipment, the phone, fax, website etc. These are visible to the customer, and other contact points are advertising, market research surveys, billing statements, random exposure to facilities and vehicles, word of mouth, etc. This is a low contact service like the car rental or taxi service, etc. And so the customer is within these service operations, other contact points and service delivery system, and again the customer has to be satisfied at every point of delivery and every point of contact with the organization. So we come to what is called the integrated management of the service system, and there we have the customers and the services are delivered through the operations in the service system. So that is the part of operations management, and these services are sold to the customer, and therefore the marketing of the services is important. So there is marketing management, and then the people in the organization play a huge part in the delivery of the service, and that is what is the human resources management part of it. So all these three, the operations management, marketing management and human resource management, together they provide services to the customer, and the customer should be able to get an integrated service system. They should be able to get the experience from an integrated service management system. So a framework for developing effective service marketing strategy is built of 4 parts. So these are understanding customer needs, decision making and behavior in service encounters, then building the service model, then managing the customer interface, and finally implementing profitable service strategies. So the first part is understanding customer needs, decision making and behavior in service encounters. So there is a 3-stage model of service consumption. So the first stage is the pre-purchase stage. Here the search, evaluation of alternatives and the decision that is taken care of at the pre-purchase stage. Then it comes to the service encounter stage. So role in high contact versus low contact delivery, that is what is there in the service encounter stage, and this leads to the post encounter stage, that is evaluation against expectations and future intentions. So from the pre-purchase stage to the service encounter stage, where the role in high contact or low contact delivery, and then the post encounter stage. So this is the 3-stage model of service consumption. Then comes the second part. So here the building of the service model should take place. So here there is the value proposition, that is the develop the service concept, the core and the supplementary elements, and that interacts with the select physical and electronic channels for service delivery. So physical and electronic channels for service delivery are to be selected, and then the value exchange will take place once the prices are set with reference to the cost, competition and value. Now this value exchange will take place, and this is the business model, and that interacts with the education of customers and promotion of the value proposition and the positioning the value proposition against competing alternatives. So this is the business model, and then how the customers are educated and positioned against competing alternatives. And the third part is managing the customer interface. So Lovelock, Wirtz and Chatterjee they again designed this part. So the design and management of service processes and the balance demand against productive capacity, this has to be interactive with each other, and then one has to plan the service environment. So service environment would help in the delivery of the service processes and in balancing the demand against capacity, and then management of service employees for competitive advantage. This has to be done in order to plan the service environment, and that interacts with the design and management of service processes and the balancing of the demand against productive capacity. Then comes the fourth part, that is implementing profitable service strategies. So, here we see that you create customer relationships and build loyalty and plan for service recovery and create customer feedback systems. Then that goes on to provide continuous improvement of service quality and productivity, and that goes on to provide the organization for change management and service leadership. So, in this manner the four parts of the service marketing is there. The first part being understanding customer needs, decision making and behavior in service encounters. The second one is building the service model. Thirdly, managing the customer interface, and fourth, implementing profitable service strategies. So, here are the list of references that I have cited in the lesson. I hope you have enjoyed this session and it helps you.